I want to try Margaret Miller's 5-prompt weekly challenge to create junk journal ephemera. I chose 2 different weeks to tackle. Why don't you join me? Welcome, it's Barbara from Vienna, Austria. The first assignment I wanted to try was the one from week number 9, which reads a ribbon, transportation, tissue paper, food packaging or label, a repeating pattern, and as a bonus, something shiny. So these are some of the materials I gathered for this one. Oh, I also have a box of ribbons next to me. So for transportation, I was looking through all my cardstock to see if I have anything that has any sort of transportation on it without having to print anything new from a digital. And I found a bicycle. Hang on, where was it? Which is this bicycle, which is actually shiny, which is actually the bonus, something shiny, and the transportation, so that could be 2 in 1. And this is from a paper pad I got in the States like 3 years ago. I don't remember, Michael's, Joanne, someplace like that, Hobby Lobby, no idea where. I haven't used these in a really long time. So that's my transportation. For tissue paper, I have this paper. I don't have any of this like nice Tim Holtz tissue paper or anything like that. I do have this, which I begged off of a food truck. This was years ago. There was a food truck outside an event that I was at, and they had burritos. And I just loved that they wrapped the burritos in this tissue paper, and I asked if I could have a few. So thankfully they gave me some. So maybe I can use a piece of this. Food packaging or label, I thought, okay, one thing I always have at home is the packaging of my favorite chocolate. So maybe I can use a piece of this. And for a repeating pattern, I have these here, which I've had also for a really long time. They were in one of these books that have like gift wrapping inside. And there was a lot in there actually that I didn't like anymore. These were some that I kept that I thought maybe I can use one day. I mean, this one is gorgeous. And I thought some of these might work. And as I'm much more into neutrals at the moment, I think I'm gonna take the easy route and actually just use this one. It has teacups in the back. So if I make an envelope out of this, this will be the inside, which is fine. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I guess it makes sense to start off with the base of the envelope. And I think this is just gonna be a bit too, yeah, this is huge. So I think I'm gonna cut this down maybe 1 inch or so. Okay, so this is what I cut off. So now I'm gonna just keep in mind which way this pattern is up for the inside. I'm gonna fold this up. This, whoops, I'm totally crooked. This is one of my favorite ways to just make an envelope because it's super easy. And then the flap comes down, leaving a bit of a gap here. Okay, that was super easy. Now I do want to punch a hole in the middle, or a partial hole. I just like that look. You could round the corners, you could cut the corners a bit V-shaped like this, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm going to ink it up now with my Distress Oxide. And then I'm going to sew the sides closed. And maybe I'll even sew around the flap here, but you can obviously also glue it if you don't want to sew it. So before I do that, I do need to ink it up. I think this is a really good idea to do these collages. If you enjoy collaging but you're kind of unsure on what to collage, this is a really good challenge. I was so happy when I found this. I actually saw Rachel on Roxy Creations do one of these. I think she did number 6 if I'm not mistaken. I will link that video for you. I don't know, I'm sure there's other people doing these on YouTube, but I haven't seen any. And so I checked out Margaret's homepage where she posts these, and I think it's such a cool idea because it also inspires you to use things that you normally would not think of using in a collage or not together. It kind of makes you think a little bit outside of the box, which I think is super fun. And she has this great intro video actually of how to use her prompts and how to go about doing the collages. She explains basically her rules. So I encourage you to watch that. I will link that video down below. And of course, I'm going to link her website as well, where you can see the challenge for each week. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this up. So I've just sewn one zigzag line along the flap here, and then I sewed around it all the way here with the zigzag stitch. So now we have a cute envelope. Do we decorate the front or the back? Maybe the back, because we have a bigger place here and we can always put something on the front as well. So I have this bicycle and I think I'm going to fussy cut this. So here's that. I would have never probably used this in any collage, so this is really nice to be inspired to use different things. Tissue paper. So this is going to be some of my background elements. So I'm going to take my tearing ruler and decide what I want to take out. Probably easiest, of course, would just be some random text. Or what might be fun is maybe the Monday or the times, because the Monday times is a bit long, but maybe the times. Ooh, I like that actually. Or maybe we can fit the whole thing if we split it up. We still need a ribbon and something from the packaging. I was thinking this would be pretty easy to just make a little tag, either out of this golden part here, or this here would also be nice. Although it is a different gold. This is a rose gold and this is like a antique gold. Oh, there's also this, which actually would be really nice. I'm gonna see if I can cut this one out with my small circle punch. I'm just gonna cut this off so I can get to it. Let's see. Oh, that is almost exactly. That is good. Let's try that. Okay, so we have this. Whoops. Could we maybe have that tied around the bicycle to kind of make it feel like it's a new bicycle? I don't know. It's worth a shot, no? We could, well, first of all, we'll just ink this up as well. Then we'll have to punch a hole through it. That, and then we could punch a hole through this one here so that it kind of goes around this part of the bicycle, so that now we can tie that around with a little ribbon. And I have this gold white one, which might be nice here if I can get it through that hole. I have Maud's beautiful needle booklet here, and I'm going to take a big needle because I think this ribbon is kind of thick. Anyway, so I'm going to go through this And then we'll go through this. And then we'll just tie that on with a little bow. See, I would have never done that was it not for this assignment. So let's see, we have the ribbon, we have the transportation, we have tissue paper, we have food or packaging label, and we have the repeated pattern. And we even have something shiny, three shiny things here. So we have everything fulfilled that is in this assignment. Actually, the way she has explained it in her video is the bonus you can use to trade any of the other 5 elements that you don't have or don't want to use. So for example, if I didn't want to use a ribbon or I didn't have a ribbon, I could then use the bonus, which was something shiny. But in this case, I actually used all 6 elements, which I think is fine. And then she says, like at the end, you can add anything else you want, you know, for you to feel that your assignment is complete. So I think it does need something else, but I don't know what yet, so I need to think about that. I have these ladies here. This is one of my newest digitals, and I thought maybe we could use one of these here in the background as well. I will put these in just description box for you as well. And I thought kind of we're going with the vintage vibe. Which one might work here? I don't know, maybe her. That's definitely an option. Oh, she would work as well. No, I think she's dressed too nicely for that bicycle. Yeah, she is too, actually. What about her? No, I think I like her the best. Maybe we could put one of the other ones on the back side. I don't know yet. So I'm liking this. Does it need something else? Maybe we can then add a tiny bit of this purple lace to fit her clothes. We'll see. I do want to ink her up as well. This envelope would go well into my journal that I just made with the 20s style ladies. Just using my tacky glue here. I also like doing these kind of challenges because they are not so overwhelming. Like you can easily tackle one of those assignments and be done, maybe even in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And it still gives you the feeling that you've been creative, you've made something, and it makes you feel good. It doesn't always have to be like a full journal or something like that you're making. Okay, let's see about the lace. I'm not sure that I actually want to do that, or this one. Well, that would be nice right down here, actually. Maybe a smaller piece. We could add maybe 1 or 2 or 3 buttons. Just like that. Yes, that is cute. I'm just gonna glue them on as they are. Not gonna add any twine. And I think this side is done. So let's see on the back side, because I'm picturing this to be like a floating envelope and not something I'm going to be gluing down anywhere. So these all might be too big. Oh, but we have these 2 ladies. What about her? We could add her. Maybe even add a little butterfly or a bird or something. These are my vintage birds. These are also from my shop. They are relatively new as well. Oh, there's a label. That's a really pretty label. I will link. Oh, I like this. I like this. That works. I will link this for you as well. Maybe we add a butterfly. How about a purple one? I feel like Tina might like this. Shabby Dabby Doodah. That's kind of like her style. No, I think that's too much then. I think this is good. I'm happy with this, and maybe some lace underneath. Maybe some more of that same purple. Maybe just a piece here, a small one. So I will ink all of these up. So I have vintage butterflies in my shop, and I have these new ones which are vibrant colors. I think they're called vibrant flying critters, because there's also dragonflies and moths on that same digital. And I feel like butterflies and dragonflies, they go on anything, any theme, anything you're doing, they work. Oh, maybe the flap needs another piece of lace up here. Yeah, I kind of want that balanced here. And then I have my 3 purple items, so that's perfect. And let's add some buttons while we're at it. 3 different ones, yeah. As a final touch, I thought maybe we could add this Enjoy the Journey, which is also one of my printables, because she, you know, we have a bicycle here, so she's gonna be on a journey. Don't want to cover this label up. So I think this one is done. Should we see what it would look like in my journal here? I think, let's just have a look. I don't think I will actually add it, but just to see what it might look like. So if you haven't seen this one, I have the making of the cover and all the pages. This was a digital collage club design team project celebrating women throughout history. So I have one envelope here. Where could we add it? Yeah, like we could put it in like this, for example. Then you'd see this flap here. That would be cute. And then you could open it and you could stick, oops, you can't see. You open it and stick something in here. That would actually be very cute. Should I just do that? I might just have to do that because I like that a lot. So I'll just attach it with a golden paper clip, and I'll think about what I can put in here. But actually this is a nice addition to this journal. Next I want to tackle the assignment number 3, which has a barcode. So I could use the same chocolate packaging. We have a barcode right here. A photo. I have 2 versions of the same photo here. I can link the page with this one as well below. Then it says a thing. I'm not sure yet what that thing is gonna be. I will figure that out later. Then we need a clothing tag. So that's why I have this little pouch here. I have been collecting clothing tags for years. I don't collect all of them, obviously, but some of them I collect. And I have a very specific one in mind that might work. And then we need a text in a different alphabet. So I thought I would take something from this cute book here, which is Russian. So that's definitely a different alphabet. And the bonus would be handwriting. Now, since I don't like my handwriting, I think I will skip the bonus this time. So I thought, what if we just make a tag to go into the envelope that we just made? That way I have something to put in there for my journal. And since I'm mixing all of the time periods in that journal anyway, I might as well add her to this. Why not? So the first thing is I need a base for the tag. So I'm gonna use my marble cardstock, which is 200 GSM. It's a great size. And I will just trim that down to fit in here, obviously. I still need to decide on what shape I want this tag to be. Do I just want to round the corners or cut off the top corners or leave it as it is? I don't know yet. But I thought I could add this here because it has some like light purple in here because we have the purple here and here. So I thought maybe to kind of make that work together, I can use a part of this. Maybe that could be the thing, whatever the thing was supposed to be, I'm not sure. So this could be a background. And then I need to decide on the size of my image. I kind of like the big one. I could trim this off just a little bit like that. I think that works better for this size. I think this is so much fun because you have no idea what is gonna come out of what you're making. I really enjoy that, the surprise to yourself. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this down. I kind of like the hole there, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna trim it down and leave the hole, or I don't know. Maybe without the hole. Yeah, I'll just not use the hole. I'll just trim it down a little bit. Like that. I need the barcode, so I'll just cut that one out. Or should I tear it? No, I'll just... Let's see if I can tear around it. Now this is a bit shiny, which I don't like, so I'm gonna take some sandpaper and sand that down a little bit, make that look a little more vintage. That's better, and now if I ink it up, I think it will look fine. Yes, definitely, very vintage now. Can hardly tell it's a barcode. But that's fine. So I'll have to find a place for that. Oh, maybe like this. Oh, we need some text. So we'll need a book page from here. I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna be able to use this, but I know I only need a little piece of it, so I'm just gonna take some. I think I want to cut a little bit off here as well. Yep, that is better. Of course, I need to ink. So do we have everything? So we needed a barcode, a photo, a thing. Oh, the clothing tag. Oh, that's the important part. So I don't know if this is actually still gonna work now because that might be too much. So I do have a bunch here, which a lot of these would be fun to work with, but I specifically had this one in mind, which is such a cool one from, obviously it's from jeans. And I mean, look at this. This is so beautifully vintage. So that's what I had in mind, but I don't know if this is gonna work. It's kind of large. What if I just cut off a part up here? It's just a shame to just kind of cut this up, isn't it? No, maybe I need to keep this for something else. I mean, there's so many elements I think I could cut out and use here, but that would just be a shame. Let's see if there's anything else that I could use. In this one, I could easily use just this part of it. That might be an option if I find nothing else. I could, of course, use one of these, cover that up with a sentiment and have that dangling down somehow, but it would kind of be on her face. That's not good unless we put it more over here. Would that be weird? That's a thought for sure. And these would be easy to cut down around the corners and use that like as a small tag. That might be better. I mean, I do like the shape of this, but it could really only hang down at the, well, we could put an eyelet through here and just let that. Let's see if I can find a sentiment. How about the follow your heart? Or something longer. Listen to your heart is a bit longer. Anything else that's long? Find joy in the ordinary. That's even longer. Or the believe in yourself. I kind of like that for this photo. And we can just, or, this one would fit really nicely. No, I like this one for this photo. Okay, I think we're gonna cut this down a little bit. Then we need something behind it because I don't want that showing. Oh, we could just turn it around. It's easier. Okay, I need to vintage this up. I really hope you try these because I'm just having so much fun with this, and I really hope that you would too. These are really things I would never put together. Like I would never think of using a closing tag now, although that's why I've been collecting them, but they're just, you know, they're in a drawer somewhere and I don't think of them. So this is so fun. Okay, so we have this, that's perfect. Then I want to ink up her. I think I'll ink this up as well. Actually, now I'm thinking, instead of just having that as a square, maybe I have a die that I can use on that to make it a little more interesting. So I have this one, and I have this one. I'm not sure, this one might be a bit small. So is this. Or I just use my kid scissors, Lisa. I can use Lisa and cut this. Maybe that's easier. Sometimes the corners turn out really weird. So I'm not sure what to do about that one. Maybe that will be the one that is hidden. I can fix this one. So like that, and then we can ink it. Still not sure about the tag shape actually. So this needs some inking. I think I'll do round corners on this tag, but I feel like it needs something else in the background. Maybe I should add some of this music sheet to kind of make it go better with the envelope, to make that seem a little more intentional. And we can add some down here as well. Okay, I'll glue everything down. Maybe I'll add a butterfly or something afterwards. I'll decide that once I have everything glued down. Okay, everything is glued down now, so we can now round the corners. I'm using my very small corner rounder punch. Can now ink around this. So now we can punch the hole to put the eyelet in. So let's have it, where do we want this? Okay, I want it here, just overlapping the edge of the photo. So I'll just draw this so that I know where to punch. And I'm gonna take a rose gold because I believe I have some rose gold in the journal. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, this is not big enough, so I have to make this hole bigger. There. Oh, I like that. Okay, we could add a little bit of the same lace and maybe add a butterfly, and that way I think the two will go together well. Do we have anything else that's kind of purplish? I might not actually. Nope. Okay, but what else would fit to purple? A turquoise might fit, but this is a bit big. The sepia ones are not mine. The sepia ones are from the Digital Collage Club. It's kind of big. That's too big. Yeah, I like this one. That's cute. And I think I want to raise this by adding some foam tape underneath. Could kind of be in her hair. That would be cute. Should I draw the feelers or should we add some sewing thread underneath? Let's see what this sewing thread would look like. Just bunch it all up and stick it underneath. Yeah, I will attempt this. It's a bit tricky gluing this in there. We'll just see how that works. Should have done that before I glued it on. Yeah, I think that will work like that. And then I'm wondering, I have this here from one of my cloth tags, whether I want to maybe put that through the eyelet. I like that it's black. It works well with this tag, I think. Yes, I do like that. It's just a bit too long. Still too long. Oh, but will it go in the envelope with that? Well, it could be bent down. I guess it would be okay, but I do want to glue this down because that will come apart otherwise. Then do we still add a piece of lace somewhere? And I think I'm gonna call this one done. I think it turned out really fun. I can't put it in the envelope yet because this is not dry yet. There's actually a final touch I want to add to both of these, and that is gold splashes or splatters. I recently bought this Van Gogh watercolor in the color Deep Gold, and I have been obsessed with this. This is just beautiful. And I'm loving the gold splatters. So I want to put some on here. I do want to cover up her face. Let's do her first. Don't want any on her face, that's for sure. Yes, I think that added a beautiful touch. And then let's put some here as well. I'm gonna cover her up also. There, I think that's just such a fun touch. I quickly dried everything with the heat gun, so there you see the gold. And it's dry. If you don't have gold, you can add like white or black splatters, or any purple might be actually nice here as well. But I'm just currently obsessed with the gold, and I think it works well with the bicycle that we have here. So let's put her inside. Oh, it just barely fits. Didn't even think about the width. That was lucky. So let's put it back in the journal. Yep, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Now I'm wondering if I should add some more gold splatters or on some of the other pages. I might have to do that to make that work. I'll think about that. So I hope this was fun. Go check out Margaret's homepage and the video and the prompts and have a go at it. It's super fun. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you guys. Mwah! Mwah!